Of that, we kind of took the approach that we didn't want a blue and white Greek restaurant. We wanted something that reflected more of an island landscape, so very dusty, very pale, muted tones. And, you know, it kind of feels a little bit like a chic Greek ruin. And you're right, you can't see the chef in that restaurant, but the idea was that we'd put a very large dining bar into the main dining space to balance that atmosphere and the movement that you want to create in the dining room.
So you have a combination between sitting on a table or sitting up at a bar, so that makes the space, even though it's fine dining, less pretentious. Is that the idea?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's you can dine at the bar, you can dine at a banquet, or you can dine at a free table. There's 2 communal spaces in there. So there's a big communal table in the middle and also a chef's table. And I think really that's a response to the big demographic in that area. So we're getting people that want to dine by themselves, you're getting big parties, and just layering up the way that we kind of look at the restaurant and dining to create different experiences.
Okay. Fluidity, I think, is one of these other watchwords I think we're seeing in restaurants now.
So what do you mean by fluidity?
A fluid movement between restaurant and bar. You don't necessarily have to show up at a restaurant at 7:30 on the dot for your reservation of 4 people. You know, that no bookings thing, which people really hate, also on the other hand facilitates a situation where you don't need to have everyone there exactly at the same time. Someone can drop in for a glass. Some of you can be there for the whole meal.
So how do you actually make that happen? Dion, if I could bring you in here now, because you've done quite a few Melbourne restaurants in terms of their design as well. Can you talk a little bit to me about the way that the design that you've done in your work makes fine dining more relaxed, how service and hospitality work into that design?
Sure. Well, I think I would like to start by saying that, you know, every project is uniquely different. Every chef is uniquely different to some extent. What they're trying to establish is probably very similar, but every space is uniquely different. So it really depends on, I guess, what they're asking of their venue, what they're asking of their experience. In, say, in context of Golden Fields, we're talking about a singular room, literally stepping in off the street, straight into the room itself. So